Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Nana, and by the pencil am I glad that you tuned in today. I thought today we would talk a little bit about ARTFIGHT, and I will take you through some of my prep, show you some of my new OCs, and meanwhile, to satisfy our little understimulated brains, you can watch my speed painting while I ramble at you. But before we get into it, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like my content, and maybe check out my store and my VGen just to support a struggling artist. So this year, ARTFIGHT came back with a banger, which is 3 teams. I was really shook when they announced that they were gonna have 3 teams, but still the choice was rather easy for me. It usually is. Last year I joined the Crystal team just because the color scheme was literally my aesthetic, so I had no other choice. And this year I decided to join comedy. I think there was a time in my life where I was angsty enough to choose the tragedy or mystery much more likely, but these days I feel like some comedy is really what I need in my life, and I want to embody that spirit too. As I also mentioned, I already joined last year, and that was actually my first year that I ever joined, and I didn't know what to expect. A friend of mine was friendly enough to guide me through the rules and help me set up my profile and upload some characters that I had already prepared for a bachelor project. And I was blown away by all the love that I received throughout ARTFIGHT. I didn't really know what to expect, but people were so nice. And I was also like starstruck by all the care that went into all the different attacks and the portraits of my characters, and it was so fun to also give back to that and get to draw so many fun characters. I also documented those, and online people were really supportive about it, and they were so happy and grateful to receive some art of their characters, and it was really fulfilling. And I met some of my closest friends now over ARTFIGHT. Especially Arctic. She reached out to me during that time to commission me, and then also attacked me with a rather magnificent portrait of my OC mother, and ever since then we've been really tight, and it was just one of the best things that could have happened to me in that scenario. So yeah, I really love ARTFIGHT as a concept. Obviously I also have some stuff to criticize about it, but I think everyone has their piece to say, and take it with a grain of salt. I am so glad that the no tracing rule is gone, because obviously I do not condone plagiarism. Like, don't steal people's art, don't trace over other people's art and say you did it. But I feel like the workflow of making a 3D model and then tracing over it is actually a very smart thing to do, and it's also very much normal in professional spaces. If you look at indie game studios, even the AAA studios, concept artists will always draw over a 3D blockout. Well, not always, but it's very, very popular, because in that space you have to produce a lot of content in a very short time. And what better help with stupid perspective than having a 3D blockout to help you out? It saves a lot of time, it saves a lot of nerves, and you can focus on what's actually important, which is the design. And yeah, that's why I feel like we shouldn't discourage 3D model tracing, especially if people made the 3D model themselves. I feel like that should be supported, if anything. But yeah, that's just my personal opinion on that matter. I don't know. Tell me what you think about that rule. But yeah, anyways, for this year, I really want to draw more monsters. I know I said this last year. I never follow through on what I actually want to do, but this year maybe I'll do it. I set myself a goal of at least 5 paintings. I really want to do at least 5 paintings. My friends will kind of be prioritized, obviously, because I already have my eyes set on a bunch of very awesome characters that I need to draw. But apart from that, I'm looking out for a lot of cool monster creature designs, because I feel like I should broaden my horizon a little bit and maybe get into bestial anatomy or like animal anatomy. I've been drawing a lot of cats. Ever since I got my cats, I have been trying to get better at cat anatomy, and that has helped a little bit with just, you know, non-human anatomy studies, but I feel like I could push myself more, and ARTFIGHT seems like a perfect opportunity to do that. So that's the goal for this year. And also, I wanted to talk a little bit about last year's discourse, where specifically when artists were pissed about their attacks. I just have to remind you guys that I feel like that's so nonsensical. How are you gonna complain about the quality of an artwork when this person literally sat down and drew your character for free in their own spare time, just as a sign of appreciation for your design? I could never, ever not cherish that. Even if you sat down and did a 5-minute doodle, I will be excited as hell. I will be, because you drew my character. Yeah, I don't know, that was just very, it was just a very weird discourse to me that people had the gall to complain. Especially people who were shaming like beginner artists and people who weren't at a certain skill level yet. I feel like those are the people that deserve even more credit than anyone else, because they're trying their best. They're struggling to improve, and they're fighting for, you know, their journey and trying to get better at art, and also trying to give something to the community, trying to appreciate their favorite artists in the most personal and passionate way that they know. And yeah, I feel like that whole discourse was just nonsensical, and I hope that people get a grip, because it's not that deep, and we should all appreciate every piece of art that we get, because it always comes from a soul. There's always a soul behind the screen. I feel like people tend to forget that very easily, and we shouldn't. We should definitely not forget that. But yeah, I'm here preaching, and I don't know, maybe someone disagrees with me on this particular topic. I don't give up. But yeah, if you disagree with me, keep it to yourself. That's all I want to say. A little bit about my new characters. I added 4 new characters so far for this year. I am still planning to squeeze in a 5th. If I manage to finish the design in time, I would like to add that one as well. But so far I have only submitted 4 new characters for 2026, and I really love them. I have to say, it was really satisfying to see how different they are from my older characters. Just the quality of the artwork, I feel like, improved a lot. And I really love them. They are so dear to me, especially Anya and Camilla, which I will be talking about in the next part of this series, the ARTFIGHT PREP series. But yeah, today I would like to tell you a little bit about Elliot and Alistair, the ones that you can see on the speed paint while I'm working on those. Yeah, so Elliot is a morally grey, very traumatized little man who suffered the abuse of his own parents throughout his whole life, and is now sacrificed by the entire village to be eaten by the monster of that village. And the monster, which you are also able to see in the speed paint, is actually Alistair, and he is cursed to transform into this monstrosity every night at sundown. And Elliot is the sacrifice that is supposed to kind of appease to the beast, so it won't go ravaging the village. And yeah, every 100 years one of those sacrifices is given by the village, and no one hears from them again. But not for the reason that you think. No one dies. Well, that's not quite true, but none of the sacrifices die. So what actually happens is they give the sacrifices to Alistair to have his way with them, like they think he's going to eat them, but he doesn't. He actually is a very nice person, and he keeps them in his huge mansion where they can just live their life until they die of old age. So yeah, he's actually socially very inept, very clumsy, very much does not know how to act like a human being anymore, but he's a really sweet guy. and Elliot is actually betrayed by his family to be a sacrifice. So usually the village draws the name of the person that will be sacrificed. People between 18 and 25 are usually the ones that get selected for the drawing, kind of like the Hunger Games, but not nearly as the huge of a scale. But yeah, they rig the drawing so that Elliot gets picked, because the family usually gets a condolences fee. I don't know if that's what you can call it, but they get money to comfort them for the loss of their loved one, which they don't care about, but no one knows that except for the family and Elliot. So Elliot is wrongfully sacrificed to the monster, but he's lucky because the monster actually falls in love with him before Elliot does. And yes, I went down that route, and if you don't agree with me, it's fine, but then you will not be happy on this channel. So yeah, but the monster falls first, but Alistair falls harder. This is a new take on this mantra that probably has been done before, but I really wanted it to be that way. And yeah, they end up together, and also the monster is so loyal, so fiercely loyal to Elliot, that Elliot in the end uses it to destroy the village and everyone in there. So yeah, this is so sweet and such a cute love story, right? No one loves revenge more than me. So yeah, eating an entire village in the name of love sounds good. That's what I came here for. As for the designs, I really wanted Elliot to look very sickly and very like fragile, because that's how he is. But I also wanted him to look very proud in a way that you can tell his spirit isn't broken yet. I wanted him to look regal and elegant and like beautiful and like like a fragile flower. And I wanted this to be very misleading, because his character is anything but fragile. He's very, very savage and very cruel when he wants to be, but his outside is supposed to give the impression of vulnerability, kind of like a survival instinct, like trying to seem smaller so no one will attack you and no one will see you as a threat, even though you definitely are. It's like the wolf in sheep's clothing. Yeah, and for Alistair, I wanted him to look kind of a little bit ragged, maybe, but not too much, because he's still a royal and he still knows how to take care of himself. But I also wanted to make clear that he hasn't been around people in a very long time, and he doesn't really know what the social norms are anymore. He's just winging it and not really giving a heck. But yeah, and I wanted him to look very strong, because he works out a lot, since what else is he gonna do in his mansion? And also because of the monstrosity, he gets a lot of exercise in anyways. And as for the monster, I wanted the monster to be kind of still a little bit humanoid, just a hint, so that you can tell that it came from, transformed from a person. But also I wanted it to be kind of a beast, obviously. And yeah, but I wanted it to kind of be like almost dog-like, just for this personality type, because the beast is very dog-like in that aspect, that it's very loyal, it's very cuddly when it gets comfortable, and it's actually a sweet being if you get close to it and if it falls in love with you, like it did with Elliot. And yeah, that's how I kind of smushed all of these different aspects together for the final design. I looked at a lot of references, and the anatomy is killing me. Like, I don't even know what I did. But yeah, it was really fun, actually. I haven't designed a lot of beasts yet. I've designed some deities, some gods, and one creature that is kind of just a silhouette. Mo is really just a silhouette, but he's cute, so But apart from that, I haven't really designed a lot of creatures, and it was a really fun exercise, and I have to say I'm really happy with the final design, and I can't wait to make more artworks for both of them. I feel like it's inviting for so much just cute and slightly weird stuff and that's exactly my alley. But yeah, tell me what you think about the designs. Do you like them, or do you think they are absolutely horrific? If that's the case, please don't tell me, because I have a very fragile ego. No, I'm kidding. Well, am I? Let's not find out. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for your long attention span. Thank you for your patience. And tell me what you think about ARTFIGHT, about the characters, about your experience of ARTFIGHT, the new rules, anything that comes to mind, leave it down in the comments below. And I am so glad that you stuck with me through this video today. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like my content, and also don't forget to check out my store if you're looking for some kawaii cute art, or check out my Vision if you have a character that you would like to see in my style. And as a final, for today's song recommendation, I am recommending to you Sing With Me by Pink Noise and Shavaya, a very, very emotional and extremely powerful metal / R&B track that combines two absolutely incredible voices in a mixture that will make you just levitate off the floor. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one, and until then, stay weird and be nice. Potato out.